finished putting everything away for the season, but it's looking super good. You can see that there's a big hole here waiting for all the strawberries that are in the freezer, yet to kind of put those in yet. But I've got my hot sauce that we made last episode, which I'm super excited about. It's so good. In fact, I'm going to grab one of these cooler ones for today. Today I'm going to be making some chicken nuggets. Well, they're not really chicken nuggets, they're going to be pork nuggets, because I don't have any chicken at the moment because we haven't been shopping in like 4 or 5 weeks. So we're completely out of chicken. So I thought, look at the size of these onions, I thought that I could go ahead and make some pork nuggets for the kids, and I think it would be quite a nice little thing. So I'm going to grab one of these onions that I grew. I love these onions. They're quite big, and we were talking, weren't we, when I posted about them before, what to do with them, and someone said they're really good for meal prep, and I was like, I didn't even think of that. I just love growing huge onions, but yes, meal prep makes these absolutely perfect, and I think this was definitely going to be enough for the onions in the nuggets and some fried onions, which will be delicious. So I'm going to do that. And also, I want potatoes. I haven't looked at these for a while, so let's look at them together. These potatoes, actually, they're not too bad. Look how strange that one is, with like the purple sprout. I don't have the ideal conditions for potatoes. This is not a root cellar, this is just a garage. So they do start to sprout, but these are, you know, old now. They're months and months and months old. So I'm going to take all of these ones that are starting to sprout, and I'll be taking them to the house. I get my little basket. Here it is. And I'm going to take the sprouting ones. I'm going to put them in my basket. They're absolutely fine sprouted. You just remove the sprout and then they're completely edible. But when you're growing your own food, they will get a little bit sprouty. As they move through the season, they get more sprouty. That's why we grow things in batches. As you can see, all I do is do that. And if I see any in here, I'll remove them as well. And of course, any that have got like little blemishes that I've not noticed before, they have to come out. I don't want anything rotting in here. It is super well ventilated. It's really important to well ventilate your food store, because potatoes like this will and can go rotten. And rotting potatoes are actually super dangerous if it's not well ventilated. People have died from rotting potatoes before. Madness. So a few more. Look at this whopping one. Isn't it nice? This is the main crop variety. So they are going to be bigger, but I do want to use these smaller ones. Smaller potatoes don't last as well in storage. Your larger potatoes will last much longer, but they are easier to peel, aren't they? So there we go, all done. I really want some sweet potatoes. So next we're going to be, I should have bought a basket with a handle, but that looks gorgeous. My dog actually scared the life out of me. He just ran in the room. Hello. He's not the sort of thing that comes in silently. But these are my sweet potatoes here, and they're doing really well. I'll show you. Sweet potatoes. I harded them off. Well, I am hardening them off. So anything with like little holes in, or just small, these won't store very well, they're too small. Ones like this will store super well, so we obviously don't want to use that before we use the little ones. So I'm just going to use those, and they're going to be fine. I'm the only one who eats sweet potatoes, so I'll take a few, because then I'll have some down the house. I find if I have all my food really easily located indoors, then it's so much easier, because it's getting heavy now, it's so much easier and more likely for me to eat it. I might also get, I mean, if you're going to go full in, let's get some, and I'll do some baked beans. These are just plain beans. I think they're called navy beans, in just water and a little bit of salt. If I bring those down the house, I'll whip up a tomato sauce for them. And what would be really good for those would be a jar of this, and all it is tomato soup, but those together make baked beans, don't they? Which is amazing. So that's what I'm going to have for dinner tonight. So that'll be quite exciting. It's really easy to cook from scratch if you have everything on hand and you know you can't have a plan of what to eat. If you don't plan ahead, you do tend to throw away a lot more food. So there is that to it as well. Right, thanks for hanging out with me, and I'm completely done here, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.